6,075 points. So, right, Express, the only search and destroy map you'll ever see a proper rush on. The game can be over in 20 seconds on that B bomb site. What are we going to be looking at here? We're going to be seeing an angry Epsilon versus an elated Infused.
I'm going to be really honest and go down the line here. Had it been the other way around and Epsilon took that, I would have gone for Epsilon. I really would have.
I wouldn't count them out just yet if I were you, but after that round, Infused are looking so strong.
It's the hype, man. Dinge has a job to do here.
He's to get hype.
He's got to get the hype. He has to push him to the next level. Now, Express, as you well know, you're going to see, as we said, an early push, and it'll be the quickest plant I think you'll see in any S&D game. What they need to do is not just get the plant, it's the tactical defense afterwards.
Exactly. That is the problem. That was the problem with the problem with Epsilon in that hardpoint game was the early rotations. That you shouldn't leave 3 seconds left of that hardpoint to try and get that rotation. They nearly managed it, which is great, that defensive work. But Infused did manage to push around the outside, therefore taking out Swanee, therefore getting that, and that was what lost them the game. That one bit of play lost them that hardpoint game. We can see right now, Mad Cat not looking happy at all. Jerd expressionless as ever, but I mean, he must be a little bit worried after that because that is his favourite game type.
To be fair, if I'm going to criticise anything, I'm going to criticise the fact there was only one hardpoint that Infused had a poor rotation on.
Yes.
The rest of them were perfect. And then Epsilon went in, took the advantage, and that's when you saw the different side of Epsilon. Straight away, Infused came in, they rotated so well, leaving 10 to 15 seconds to give to Epsilon. So they were being generous, because they knew on the early rotation that they could defend and hold that point. Exactly.
That was the thing that changed the maps up. I don't know quite what we're waiting for. Shane might be having a few issues. That's why he's in caster mode, waiting for. Obviously, he's having a phone call with someone to try and get him, trying to get him hyped. He's calling his mum. Mum, get me hyped. I need to be hyped. We just lost a game at hardpoint. It's our best game type. What are you going to say to me to make us be better in this game of Search and Destroy? And don't forget, of course, Search and Destroy is another one of Epsilon's favorites.
Yeah, it's going to be a real game. It's going to be a real tough game to call. I don't think you can actually turn around and pick an out-and-out winner.
I can't pick an out winner now as Shane gets back, so he should be ready to go at any second now. The Epsilon team taking drinks. Mad Cat not looking happy at all. Swanee on the far there. Shane next to Jerd, and Jerd, as we ever say, expressionless as ever.
He's like a gaming mannequin.
And when he goes into gaming mode, he is like the Terminator.
He is indeed. Rightio, okay. I believe you're going to take the lead.
I will jump the lead on this one, and we're going to be jumping on board straight away with the attacking team, and that is going to be Infused. Are they going to? We'll jump on board with Jersh and Jake for first of all. Jersh first because he did just have an absolutely steamer of a game. And are they going to go for the B push? They are indeed going to go for the B push straight away. So this could be over quite early. 3 of the Epsilon guys also going for B. No, 4 actually going for B. Oh, Shane, you absolute monster. We'll jump on board with Jake as he dies as well. Vintage with that sniper rifle. I do love a bit of snipping. Tommy just backing off a little bit. I think the Epsilon team know where he is, but they also know where Infused Jake is. Yes, they do. That's why he made that jump there. Vintage Jake is going to back off a little bit, running that overkill, which, as we've seen ever since COD Champs, has been so important in Search and Destroy. 4 members of the Epsilon team left versus 2 of the Infused team.
Tommy has a real big job here. Okay, he's going to come in to contest. What he needs to do is he needs to play this more of a defensive tactical way rather than in a push. If you're going to be aggressive on this with 2 players left, you're going to have a downfall, okay? They need to cover both bombs, and it's communication. There is nothing here that will favour these guys from Infused. It's all about Epsilon. With a 4-2 situation, you'd be stupid to lose this unless Tommy goes off big.
They have a very, very big problem right now, which is the bomb is deep in Epsilon territory. And Epsilon have not gone for the chase. They have said, we know where the bomb is. Why should we chase? Jerd picking up a kill as ever. Tommy's got it all to do.
It's done.
It's not going to happen anyway. We knew it was going to happen anyway because, I mean, it was a 3 versus 1 situation, and that's Team Epsilon that you're talking about. On a 3 versus 1 situation, it's going to be very, very difficult to go clutch. Indeed, you see it very rarely in competitive COD, a 3 versus 1 situation. The only one that I can think of, which was soon, was Karma's Ninja Defuse, and he didn't go for the players, remember. He went for that Ninja Defuse instead. So, time to jump on board with Team Epsilon, and we will jump on board with Mad Cat because Mad Cat didn't have the best of games last game, as I did say. He's using that AR, and we're going to see what they're going to do. It looks like they're going to push up on that A site, and Infused have called them on it. Only 1 Infused team looking over that B bomb site.
Infused have done their homework.
Infused have obviously done their homework, as you can see. Look at the mini-map. We should have a look at that.
Brick, can you do me a favour?
We'll bring up that map.
I'd love to use this map for the pure reason. Not only do you see what the action's going on, you actually see where they're set up. Mad Cat is in an excellent position, and the flank of him, his teammate is covering so well. It's given them the advantage. They are now on 3 versus 2. It's 2v2, but they're holding this section well. And to be honest with you, Infused again have done their homework. It's Jake that's making the kills. They're not pushing to condense the fight. They're actually pushing to push them back.
Exactly.
It takes them away from the bomb. It gives them that extra time, and you're going to see Shane.
Look at what Swanee is doing right here.
I know.
It's so perfect. What Swanee could do now is he could do one of two things. He could either duke it out, but he's not. They're going to rotate around and try and get the B. But unfortunately, Infused know exactly what they're doing. They've called them on every single play so far. Now, I want to say that right now Infused have the advantage. A, they have the higher ground. B, they also... Oh, no, they're not. They've made the mistake.
They've made the overpass mistake.
They've made the overpass mistake. They had a look. They had a quick look and said, all right, they're not a B. They must still be at A.
There's a train run.
Swanee has just spotted one of the Infused members, manages to get the kill. Knows what the second one is. Gets hit Marcus, and Swanee gets the 2-piece for the final kill cam. You'll see that again in some beautiful slow motion. Doesn't matter. We saw it anyway. But Infused made the massive mistake of looking over B very quickly and then rotating back around to A, saying, you know what? We didn't see them there. They only looked over it for about 2 seconds and then went back to A. There was a mistake. They went too early.
You've got to be really careful using that train to your advantage, especially when you're on the likes of Epsilon. They're going to notice that train run. All right, you jump down. He jumped the wrong way. He went for the contest and taken a defensive play. He could have called it out and made it a little bit easier for him, and I think that really affected Infused there.
They did. It certainly did indeed. Now, Infused Vintage, I'm going to be on board with him just because he's using a snipper riffle. I do love those snipper riffles on S&D. But Epsilon, well, he's laughing now. He loves the way I say snipper riffles. As I said, it's going to become a serial at some point. Vintage now giving away the position. Epsilon are going to know exactly where Infused are going to be pushing. So we'll jump on board with somebody else. We'll jump on board with Judge, who's got the bomb. He's got that M8. He's going to be looking. Now, this is a mistake. If they manage to pop out of that top side area, they're going to get the snipe. Epsilon are going to get the snipe, almost certainly.
I'm going to have to point out that I would have been rather annoyed at that point being Infused. Vintage gave away a great point. Unless you can take 100% shot and take that shot, take it. Don't take
give
2
away
or
your
3
position.
steps.
Never give away your position.
Because what Epsilon have now is 3 at the A bomb.
Cat gets the sniper. As I did say, if you poke your head out that area, you're going to get snipper riffled. And they seem to have a perfect thing here. The bomb has gone down right next to the bomb site. If he pokes his head out of there, he's going to get hit.
I'm gonna love this. Tommy gets him behind.
Tommy actually managed to get the kill really good. It's now
Beautiful.
a 2 versus 3 situation in favor of Epsilon, but they don't have much time left. They've got to get that bomb down.
I have to
Mad Cat is going to have to do it all for Infused now. All for Epsilon now. I do apologise.
I do have to correct you there. It wasn't a 2-3 situation in Epsilon. It was Epsilon that were the ones that are actually struggling there.
They were.
So I was literally just about to point out to you that they are going to have a big battle on hands. Unfortunately, Vintage with a DSR 50 does the job for us.
That snip, we did see Vintage. I did cast over Vintage earlier playing some S&D with that snipper riffle, and he did an amazing job.
I love that.
The snipper riffle.
Yeah, the snipper riffle.
The snipper riffle.
You'll be saying ladles and jelly spoons.
Ladles and jelly spoons.
Yeah.
All right, we'll jump on board with Jerd, as I think they're going to go for the B rush. They are indeed going to go for the B rush. Jerd with the bomb. Are they going to go for the quick plant? I don't know. Infused are actually pushing B as well, but they're pushing a different way to what we're used to seeing. Oh, what on earth happened there? I'm not surt but we got to jump off with Jerd because he is dead. He's got the bomb right next to B, which is good. Mad Cat is there with 1 kill. Jerd with 1 kill on Jerd, and now Shane has the bomb. Shane, that beautiful CTF OBJ player, and there is shots being fired all over the place. We're going to jump on board with Shane, actually, I think, because he's going to be rotating around the outside. They're going to be going to that A-bomb site. As far as I'm aware, Shane is so good at being OBJ.
Shane has got to be more than discreet here.
He's got to splinter cell his way up, and he's going to get... Oh, beautiful kill on Vintage from the distance with that Scorpion. So difficult to control that gun.
A Scorpion, unless you have grip, right, can be one of the worst guns. Yeah, it can actually tear through an enemy like a hot knife through butter. It's the fastest killing gun in the game, apart from the single shot weapons up close, as I have said before. And it has got such an immense fire rate. The only thing that I can think of that's faster than it is Modern Warfare 2. Oh! Modern Warfare 2. Dual vectors with rapid fire is, I think, one of the only things that is faster than that Scorpion, and that is saying something. Yeah, I have to be honest with you there. The Vector is a very, very favourite gun when you look at it, but when the Scorpion has a fire rate that is immense.
I was talking about the Modern Warfare 2 one. There's only a few guns in the entire Call of Duty history that have fired faster than that Scorpion, let alone a single shot weapon. If you put rapid fire on that gun, it fires faster though. and with the PP, so it's just absolutely insane. So we will jump on board with Infused. We'll jump on board with Jersh. They seem to be rushing that mid-map. Well, Jersh is certainly rushing that mid-map very, very fast. He wants to get the shot out very, very quickly. Epsilon thinking a B push. There is only one person going to be. We'll jump on board with the bomb carrier because they're about to meet someone. There's Jake. We'll have a look right now what's going to happen. He doesn't get the stun, so... Oh, Shane, you sneaky devil. That's going to take it down to 4 versus 3 situation. We will jump on board with Jersh right now as he's just sitting there waiting. There's nothing you can do in this situation of S&D. There is nothing you can really commentate over, but Jersh is about to spot somebody. He's going to get... No! Oh, Jersh, you just choked that kill so bad, and Swanee replied in strong form.
Let's have a look at the situation here. We're on a 4v2. I'm going to call the play as it stands, okay? Tommy's going to get a kill, going to go for the middle. There's a hit marker. The chat is going to be there, okay? They've got to go and get this bomb without a shadow of a doubt. They cannot do it as he gets taken out from Brian. Leaves Tommy by himself.
Oh, goodbye, Tommy.
Yeah, and it's Epsilon again. The reason why Epsilon are doing so well, and I'll be totally honest, I think the communication on S&D, you cannot fault this.
No,
okay?
Exactly.
It's not the case of the stronger team, a weaker team. What we're talking now is an absolute shout-out. They know where they are. They know what they're doing. And when you're getting to go like that, it's really going to force you into errors. And it just seems that Infused are walking into errors.
They are walking into errors, as you did say. Right now, we shall jump on board with Madcat, who has got the bomb. And they have done this B rush a few times before, gone for A rush. So Infused, not really sure what's going to happen here. As you can see, they've split off in the defense. But it's so easy to get back to B. And as soon as somebody makes noise, which somebody has, they've spotted it, they've called it out. Epsilon are now, well, they now know where they are, and they're a man down. Infused surely going to be pushing in. They don't actually need to push in. Epsilon need to push in. My mistake, sorry. Infused are going to be hanging back, waiting for Epsilon to make their first move.
Infused here are one of the most advantaged rounds they've had in this SND. Okay, what they need to do is now capitalise on it. Personally, Jerd, I wouldn't have taken that out. That also lets them know where you are. Right, so again, I think
they already know where they are. That's the thing. That's why Jer decided it's better to get those 50 points. And also, you know, Madcat's got a trophy system, and Swanee doesn't have anything. So actually, yeah, it was a mistake taking that out, unfortunately. So you're right, indeed. It does give away their exact position, but it doesn't matter. The bomb is going down by Madcat. He's going to be getting that plant. Surely Infused are going to know that a plant's going to go down. There must be no something's going on.
Can we just jump on now quickly as we move into the guy that's right by the ticket? Middle, there we go. Jump over with Vintage. Right, watch this. You're going to see a bit special.
Oh, Jerd! That is why he is known as King Jerd, because he can pull off.
Was that turn?
He can go. He can get those plays every single time. It's now a 3 versus 2 situation, 3 versus 1 situation with the bomb down. Okay, my friend, you have got this all to do. Tommy gets taken down. Madcat with the kill on Tommy. I did say it's going to be Tommy versus Madcat. Tommy versus Jerd. It's going to be one of those situations, and Madcat came on top in that instance, and he did even have the SMG. Madcat had the AR and managed to get the hip fire. So
I mean, the AR hip fire is a very challenging shot to take, especially on the jump shot and a turn like that. I was actually expecting Vintage to make a play through that the actual departure and rival tunnel. Unfortunately, didn't go the way. Again, it's another forced error, and Epsilon are absolutely amazing at doing this. I mean, you watch Jake here. They're again going for the B plant. You can see Vintage.
Oh, what a nade! You cooked that like an absolute legend. Mr. Gordon Ramsay cooking his nades right there as he gets that kill. They are steaming ahead. 2 left for Team Infused and 2 left for Team Epsilon.
But
Swanee has got that full kill streak. He knows where one of the Infused members are. However, it doesn't matter. Epsilon Swanee's going to have to back off because there is a 2 versus 1 situation. They are both by that B-bomb site. One's going to set up, one's going to watch the bomb, and it is going to be very difficult for Swanee to get in there despite being on a 4 kill streak.
I'm going to be really honest here. Swanee, if I was you, son, I'd walk away. Right,
that would be a very smart decision, but they don't want to walk away. Now would be the time to walk away. He's going to get taken out. He had to walk away. Once he'd taken the bullets, I would have said yes, he walked away. But when he was at full health, I think he was fine to take it on, but he didn't get that one burst that he needed, and therefore got taken out by Tommy. Like I said, Tommy, a very, very, very good player indeed.
To be fair, Swanee, on those side of things, I think he would have been better to move away, go across the bridge, sit it out. He was a kill away from a score streak. If he'd actually got that kill streak in, I think it might have been a little bit of a beneficial. Yes, it's 5-2. They have the advantage of a 4-game gap. We're going to hit into now to round 8, and you know, Epsilon have given themselves some breathing space. But I really, on my perspective, lovely shot.
And Madcat also picking up an RCXD kill. So already Infused are 2 men down, and they have set a perfect setup. It is now 3 versus 2 situation as we jump. We're going to stay on board with Joe though, because he is actually coming into this area. As he gets that 23 kill.
Madcat with a final kill.
Madcat also managed to get the final kill, so you will get to see that as well, guys. So it is 1-1, Team Epsilon versus Team Infused. And like I said, this is the only Search and Destroy map, in my opinion, that you get that proper rush.
I'd say most Search and Destroy maps actually lack that.
Yes, they do. That is the only one that maps it. And you also get the slow player A, but it's still very easy to jump over to B, so you still get that rushing gameplay even when you go A. Nobody standing out in particular. All of the Epsilon team doing very well indeed. Mancat at the top there, but all of the team doing very well. And now we are going, 2 bomb plants. That's very, very good indeed. Of course, Infused did also have 2 bomb plants. One of the, I think it must have been.
No, it was one bomb. It was actually one bomb plant per team. How often do you see that in an SND?
Very, very rare. Obviously, they are enjoying the kills. So we are going to be talking now Raid, one of the best maps in the game as well, in Capture the Flag. Personally, I don't really like this game mode for Capture the Flag. It can get very stale, but I mean that can happen with anyone with when they have a standoff situation. But it's do you know what? You know what though? I am hoping for that mid-map snipper.
Okay.
Everybody wants that mid-map snipper off the spawn every single time. Infused, they're pumped. They're going to want to win this. They are not going to be happy with losing that Search and Destroy game against Team Epsilon. Epsilon on a high right now. All of Epsilon, every single member of the Epsilon team are higher in score than the, apart from Jerd, is higher than the Infused team.
That is something you would expect in SND. I'm going to focus on the game ahead. Capture the Flag on Raid. As a map, it offers so many variables. Okay, then we have 3 ways that you can go. If you can cut the team off on 2 ways or hold and control that center, you have that flag. Okay, you've got poolside. Okay, you have middle, and then you have literally you have statue side, which a lot of teams love to run up through laundry. And the biggest thing you have as well is the zigzag.
We're going to just have a look at the EGL poll right now before we talk. That is very, very close indeed. The hashtag EGL poll, 47% of you guys think that Team Infused are going to win, and 53% of you think that Team Epsilon are going to win. Now, that is a 6% difference.
That's the closest
That is the closest that I have seen all weekend. That is absolutely, that is neck and neck, really, to be honest. That 6% isn't much at all, with Epsilon just pipping it. Are Epsilon going to